What the fuck?
The thing's upper body had a generally humanoid shape, except for the creature's head, which resembled the head of an anglerfish. The creature had no eyes, and its cavernous mouth was filled with dozens of large razor-sharp teeth. The creature's long arms ended in long fingers ending in razor-sharp claws, while its lower body consisted of a mass of long tentacles, all ending in sharp points like spears. A long appendage rested on top of the creature's head, its tip ending in a bioluminescent ball of purple light, like an anglerfish's lure. The creature's head snapped in my direction, and I don't know what came over me. I'm not the heroic type, but maybe it was the odds. Maybe it was the fact that this creature was almost as big as the submersible. Maybe it was the fact that this creature would easily be able to outrun us. Or maybe it was the fact that if we ascended fast enough to outrun the creature, our lungs would explode from the pressure change. If there was one thing I failed to mention, it's that there was a bottom hatch near the back of the submersible, and there are emergency deep-sea diving suits and harpoon guns hanging from the ceiling. But conveniently, I knew how to put on and use the harpoon gun and deep-sea diving suit. Back when I went on lots of research expeditions, I put on deep diving suits a lot. And I got used to putting them on to the point where I had minimal struggle doing the task. I quickly put on the suit, and I took the harpoon gun and my diving knife with me as the creature began to swim towards the submersible. I quickly exited the submersible through the bottom hatch as I turned on the dive suit's built-in headlamp. I plunged into the icy water, and conveniently, the submersible was floating only a meter above the sandy seafloor. To say it was pitch black was a complete understatement, as my only light source was the submarine's light and my headlamp. But I didn't have any time to focus on that because the creature was swimming toward me very fast, and it scared the shit out of me. Through the submersible window, I could see Ben's horrified eyes as the tentacled creature advanced. I aimed and fired. Sometimes things don't go the way you expect them to. Maybe something goes wrong, or maybe something goes much, much better than you expected. Lucky for me, things went better than I expected. The harpoon pierced right through the creature's skin, and the creature, having surprisingly soft and thin, slightly translucent skin, was immediately impaled. The spear shot through its back, and the creature went limp. And I didn't expect the fight to be that easy. I was pretty sure the creature was dead before the spear pierced through its back, but just for good measure, I stabbed it in the head and chest several times with my diving knife. I had to show this to Zach, as I was sure he would provide me with his greatly exaggerated expert opinion. Using some rope, I tied the creature's arm to the submersible, and I planned on dragging it back with us to the surface. When I climbed back on board the submersible and took off all my diving equipment, Ben was ecstatic.
Oh my god! You just killed that thing! Wow! What did you do with the body? How did you kill that thing? I didn't expect that thing to go down so easily. Holy shit!
I sighed and collapsed into my chair.
Me neither.
Back at the marina, Ben and I argued how we should hide the body. We wanted to go show Zach the creature, but we still needed the whole thing to appear as inconspicuous as possible. In the end, we decided to put the body in 10 very large, heavy-duty trash bags and make it look as if we were throwing out a bunch of dead fish. After all, the creature was a dead fish, cephalopod hybrid. Just a really big one. And to our dismay, the marina was very crowded, as it was a weekend, so the marina was packed with tourists. I sighed. This is going to be hard. Ben tried to cover me with his skinny and short frame, as I held the enormous tarp bag containing the creature's body like a trash bag slung over my shoulder. And damn, this thing was heavy. Very heavy. After Ben parked the submersible in its designated spot, we carried the body to my car. A shitty secondhand dying little Ford pickup truck that could barely move. But besides a couple of weird looks, we didn't encounter any trouble. We dragged the body to my car, laid it out, and I called Zach.
Hello?
he said. It's me, Roger.
Oh, yeah. What the hell do you want?
Ben and I have a situation. Look, it's hard to explain. Can you just come over here?
Okay, but you could just explain it right here.
He said.
But just give me a minute. I need to burn a skinwalker corpse before it regenerates and takes the form of a dead Civil War commander.
What the fuck? In 5 minutes, Zach arrived at my house, unnecessarily carrying a large black ceremonial dagger and a sniper rifle out of his car. I tried not to mind the fact that his clothes were covered in black oozing blood. Probably Skinwalker or IRS agent blood. But who knows, that guy is killing things every day. I walked up to him. What's that sword for?
For you. Figured you might need it in case Kyle or one of those monsters attacks you again.
Wouldn't I just be better off with a gun?
Shut the hell up, I'm not buying you a gun.
He handed me the sheathed sword, and I drew the sword. Asshole, I'm actually an expert marksman.
Like hell you are.
It was big, just a little longer than my leg, and it almost looked like a katana, except it had a straight tanto tip and looked tactical. I did not know anything about swords, but I got to know more about the sharp things later. The blade was all black, and it had several edged serrations along the bottom sharp side of the blade. The blade was very, very sharp, and its handle was made out of thick rubber grips. And to add more to the katana-like aspects, the sword had a black circular handle guard.
Whoa, this looks bad as ass,
I said.
Yeah, be careful with that thing. It belongs to one of my old friends, and I used it on some of my hunts to sever limbs and do dark arts rituals. It's sharp. Very, very sharp. Do not do dumb shit with it.
I put the strap of the sword over my shoulder. Thanks, although you probably shouldn't trust me with this. And also, I have to show you something.
Right.
Since Zach was a monster hunter, I didn't know what to expect from him about a lot of things. I usually never do. Ben was waiting in the backyard, just staring at the dead body. Funny thing is, the body didn't smell. It was completely odorless, and no animals went for it. Not even the flies who shit all over me every day when I went to step an inch outside for my health.
Who is this?
Zach asked, pointing at Ben. The submarine driver.
Hey.
Zach said as he nodded at Ben.
Greetings!
Ben actually said, unsurprisingly. Okay, Zach, I said, we brought you here because of this. I pointed at the dead body.
I'm sorry, but what the hell is this?